Howdy, y'all. Thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. This is a pandemic system game. I feel just from looking at it, Pandemic's a great game, great system. I feel just looking at it, it kind of gives me flashes of Pandemic Cthulhu, which if it works similar or just... From what I've heard, it's not just a reskin. It is something different. And if it's anything like Pandemic Cthulhu and what they did with it, it will be awesome. And for your World of Warcraft fans, an easy game to get them into the board gaming hobby. So let's check that out. Along with unboxing this, I also got for our store, like the first 12 people who buy the game will be getting this promo, which is a promo character, and we'll unbox that and see what's inside of it also. Well, without much ado, let's jump right into it, into the World of Warcraft. I did not actually play through the Lich King, but I know a lot of people who did. I kind of loved Burning Crusade, and then just before Lich King was about to come out, kind of stopped playing Warcraft. I got back into it, just haven't had time to really play it since opening the shop. So, all right, right off the bat, yep, we got our rule book here. Lets us know all the game components. So we're going to have 7 different heroes, which I'm assuming are going to be the characters that do the things that they do. The ghouls, I'm assuming, are just going to be like if you played Pandemic Cthulhu, there were cultists. I'm assuming the ghouls are going to be like the cultists. But the big difference I saw was I noticed a Lich King and some abominations. So I'm assuming they're going to have something to do with it. Plus I saw dice. I remember seeing dice in the game. Of course, it's been a while since I played Cthulhu, maybe Pandemic Cthulhu. But like I said, anything that's using the Pandemic system, I love Pandemic Legacy. So anything that's using that really good system and changing it up a little bit to keep it fresh, I'm always all for. Sliders, I'm assuming for hit points in some way. We got quests here, which I'm assuming is the new edition. And then game board, hero sheets. Yep, you can see all that stuff. All right, setup lets us know what to set up for the game. 2 pages of that. Key concepts, so the changes basically, it looks like. And then playing the game, which 4 actions just like in Pandemic. And then about 3 or 4 pages of rules. So, there's even a solo play. Very interesting. Have to check out the solo play, which would make sense. So, all right. Right about we got our cardboard up. It's just 1 sheet. Makes me very happy. Actually, this all looks like the same thing. Yeah. I can cut it open to make sure, but just so stuff ain't falling out, I can see if it's going to punch out real well. Yeah, it looks like it punches really easy, even with the plastic wrapped around it. Yeah, this is going to be the tower, basically. And it shows you how to build it in there. But this is the ice crown base. And it's just all the stuff. And I'm assuming the first player marker. And then just little other tidbits. All right, we got the board here. We'll at least pop this open, take a look at it. All right, sorry, I'm as zoomed out as I can be to show you this board. I know the glare is kind of doing something there, so I'll try to stop that. But either way, you can see here, if you played the game, you probably recognize all these locations. Got the Ice Crown Citadel here. It looks like it's got 3 spots. I'm assuming from flipping through the book, they showed quests. So I'm assuming that's going to show where the quests go. And then we have our Scourge track, which if you played regular Pandemic, you know that's how threatening everything gets. And then has our actions and stuff down there. But try to zoom out as much as I could there. Give you a good look at this board. And we're going to go back and look at all the cards and pieces now. Alright, so I was thinking it was a coin or something. Nah, it's just probably one of the miniatures. It is the Lich King. And he's got all types of spiky bits all over him. So that's probably why they put them in there, so you're not breaking off the little bits, or so those little spiky bits aren't stabbing into the cards and stuff. But this would be a beautiful miniature to paint. So we'll have to look into that. We're going to definitely keep this and put that back on there so it doesn't do damage to cards and stuff, or my fingers. All right. What is in this? This is the heroes, of course. Duh. We saw that in the book already. And you know what? I'll take a closer look at the heroes and miniatures when we zoom in. We have the abominations there, the scourges. We'll take a look. Like I said, we're going to take a closer look at all those. All right. I think all this is all stuff that we're going to zoom in and take a better look at as we got the cards and the big cards. Check underneath the insert. Nothing underneath the insert. Okay, right off the bat, we're going to take a closer look at the heroes. I was thinking this might let you see them a little bit better than my hand, since they're kind of blending in with the hand. But you can see here, here's one of the characters. All right, so right here we have Tyrion Fordring. I'm assuming that's him. Big old sword. Yep, shows you the miniature right there. And as you can see there. And then next is going to be Jaina Proudmoore. You can get a good look at her miniature right there. I know they're kind of hard to make out. These will be much better once they're painted. Then we have Lady Leodrin. And we got her miniature right here. Next is Muradin Bronzebeard. And we have, there you go. I recognize some of these characters. Sylvanus Windrunner. Now this miniature worries me a little bit because there's a lot of small things in there I'm worried will get broken. So I'm going to have to find some way to protect them than just putting them in a bag inside the box. And then we have good old Thrall here. And there he is. And then Varian Wrynn. Yeah, all these miniatures are really nice, but I am worried that I'm going to have to get something. I guess that's why they had them in here, put them in the bag and inside of here. But even then, I'd be a little bit worried. So I'm going to have to find something that kind of protects them a little bit better. And since we're already looking at miniatures, let me get the... And I'll give you another look at the Lich King here, just in case my hand kind of did not do it justice. Like I said, these are some nice miniatures, just really want to probably get something to protect them a little bit more, because we even got the abominations here, which you've been in some of those raids or dungeons, you definitely have seen this guy. And then we just have the Scourge. And I kind of dumped out several of those to kind of see if they looked alike or not. And they all looked similar. But that gives you a good look at those. I'm going to put him back in the bag instead of just throwing him over in the box, since those are so small. And you can see you got a ton of those. All right, we got markers, just little sliders, nothing fancy about them. I didn't see any stickers or anything to go inside of these, but I think these are just for the health we noticed on the heroes, just to know where your health is at. And then we have dice, which looks like defense, attack, 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 attack and defense, and attack. So Looks like you'll be going around kind of killing things, which is a little different than in just normal Pandemic. To have something different and not just a, oh look, here it is, a reskin of something that we've already played before. Alright, so we got, looks like I figured, we had 3 spots, and we have 3 quests for each spot. So we got the Nexus, Vault of Archivon, and Azul Nerub. Azul Nerub? I don't know. I'm sure I butchered these names. Then we got the green area. We got Olduar, Gundrak, and Argent Tournament. And then we got the purple quests, Naxxramas, Utgard Keep, and Wormrest Temple. Then we have one other card here, which I did notice a spot on the board. The Ice Crown Citadel. So probably the condition in order to beat the game. So, all right. So the last thing to look at is just the cards. I'm going to get those separated into separate decks for you. And then we'll kind of go through those. All right, we really got 4 different decks here. I'm sure one of them is just these. Going to have a bunch of different stuff here. But we got our player aids here, which let us know all of our actions that we can do and our free actions. But yep, so one for each player, because I'm pretty sure, oh, I did not even say that, did I? I just kind of ignored it. Yeah, this is a game for ages 14 plus, 1 to 5 players. Takes about 45 to 60 minutes to play. So, yep, 5 players, makes sense. So maybe remember that I hadn't done it yet. I'm not sure what these are. The current player does +3 actions this turn. So these seem like bonuses to some degree. Because they give you some type of anytime or extra actions you could do. Have to look and see what those are all about. I'm assuming these would normally be the stuff that adds to the threat, but you can see it's because it's got the Lich King on there. So I'm assuming, yeah, it's let you know where to put Scourge down, I'm assuming. So it's got all the locations. But this does have the World of Warcraft art to it. So these are all kind of beautiful, really. Like just the nice, if you like that style of art, this game is steeped in it, especially with the miniatures. The miniatures, be interesting to see if they do some type of expansions, just like they did with Pandemic, but putting it into this world and adding it to this game. And I'm assuming this is the player deck or the hero deck, so it's going to have the locations for doing whatever you're going to do at the locations. And then probably the freebies and the action cards, which I thought was what these were, but they had a different back, so you couldn't shuffle them in. But you can see as it's got a lot of fight cards here. So I'm assuming the fight cards are really what you're doing is you're going to the location and fighting the Scourge there. So this is a way of defeating the Scourge in the locations. Not sure about the defense. So, but yeah, it looks like this is the main deck is going to be attacks and defends. Oh, we got some travels here. I am noticing these symbols which were steeped and all over the quest cards. So I'm assuming you go to those locations and you need to play these number of symbols to move through the quests. But that's just a guess there. It's probably what the travel cards are for. Well, I don't know. All right. And then these are probably the action things I was thinking of because they're heals. So they're a way of healing up your character or doing other things. Nope, just all heals. Never mind. Get some heals. Get strongholds here. Okay, yeah, these are the bad things that happen. So when Yeah, these you would shuffle into various portions of the deck, or wouldn't shuffle into deck, but you would separate out and then shuffle each various part of the deck. I was trying to think of what they're called in Pandemic, but it escapes me at the moment. But basically, yeah, you don't want to draw this card. Bad things happen when this card's drawn. Basically, and in Pandemic, it's when an outbreak would happen, possibly, and in this, it's the Scourge Rising, basically. So, all right. Well, we'll definitely get this to the table, especially with solo play. I might be able to get it on camera and show you how the game works. I was about to finish up the video and realized I forgot to go into, well, actually I did turn off the video and then realized I forgot to do the promo as I was cleaning up. So let's get into that now. Sorry about that. So it should just be the character card, and I'm assuming the miniature. If I can get the miniature out of the box. You can see them down in there. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to rip the box. I don't see any way. This thing is not sliding out. There it goes. Which is fine because I'm just going to add him with everybody anyways. Oh, that's why he was taped in there. There we go. And this is just so you'll know if you want to add this character to the game. Which if you're a promo person like me, I'm sure you want to do it anyways, whether you want the character or not. But here you go. Here is Bronzebeard. Card's a little warped, but there we go. And then to give you a look at his miniature, if I can get my stupid fingers out of the way with his pickaxe there. Thank you for watching and have a great day.